Is he the big bad monster in this case? Or is it him?
My. That was one of the first videos I made over a year ago on this case. And now it turns out that we were right almost about everything. The only thing we got wrong is that Blake Lively never romantically liked Justin Baldoni. She just wanted him to believe that. She wanted him to think that, and she love-bombed him to his face while destroying him behind his back. And as I still digest all of the information, which is gonna take days, maybe weeks, okay, because there is so much, it still resonates true to this day what I said over a year ago, that we are here because of Ryan Reynolds and his ego. He's at the top of this. He's the big bad monster. He's the Khaleesi. And Taylor Swift and Blake are his little dragons, especially Blake. And it all has to do with Justin Baldoni not accepting Blake Lively's rewrites of the script. Because now we know it was actually Ryan Reynolds who did the rewrites. Okay, hear me out. Follow along because it's a stitch, so I can't edit after. Okay, here we go. Sean Levy calls Justin Baldoni in March or in April in pre-production to coach him on how to work with Blake. While that phone call was going on, Ryan had his hands on the script and doing rewrites because in April, Blake Lively was begging Justin Baldoni to rewrite the script, begging him to take a look at her pass of the rooftop scene, and also in April sending him Happy Easter. Happy Easter. How are the pages I sent you? While Ryan is actually rewriting the script. Ryan, but Blake is taking the credit. Blake went as so far as to send this man unhinged 14-paragraph text messages crying about how she's not taken seriously as a writer, how she had to rewrite everything by hand, 120 pages because the director didn't want her name on it, etc., etc., etc. But because Justin didn't fall in love with the script, because he didn't accept the script changes from Blake Lively, aka Ryan Reynolds, while Blake Lively was texting Justin Baldoni, Happy Easter, how are the pages? Ooh, my play is going to be ball busting and flirty and da-da-da-da-da. Ryan Reynolds was going to Liz Plank talking shit about Justin Baldoni at the same time, saying that he's weird, he doesn't know what's up with this guy. Liz Plank, the ultimate pick-me, right? Obviously caved in a matter of seconds. Gross. But it's wild because he was so egotistical and so pissed off that a man below him like Justin Baldoni didn't love his rewrites. And Liz Plank, I know, working on a day on his set was the worst thing in my life. Yeah, okay, girl, that's why you started a whole podcast with him? Okay, cool. He was pissed, Ryan Reynolds, because he put in all of that work to rewrite the script, even though Blake Lively took all the credit for it, right? Blake Lively went even so far as to enlist her best friend Taylor Swift to come over and corner Justin Baldoni and tell him how much she loves Blake Lively's pass of the scene. The craziest thing is the whole time it was Ryan's. And now that I think about it, the first chance Blake Lively got on that red carpet at the premiere was tell the entire world that Ryan Reynolds wrote that iconic rooftop scene. Now, to me, in hindsight, now that I'm looking back, that was just another way to harm and bully Justin Baldoni. Because Blake knew all of the hell that she had put that man through, preying on his emotions, begging him. Oh, no one takes me seriously. No one takes me seriously. Blah, 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 blah. My dragons, Khaleesi. And then what did he say? Yeah, they're good. Yeah, it'll probably be a mix of both. And then she stood there on that red carpet while Justin Baldoni, the director of the film, along with his friends and family, were sitting in a basement and told the world that, you know what? It was actually my husband that wrote it. Say again? Right? Because That's crazy. And I think that is totally a jab again for them to just knock Justin off a little bit, off his, off his tilter or whatever. It's the same thing that she had the audacity to do in the New York Times, to write no more, no more, no more, no more, to mock and belittle a domestic violence organization when you read the email with those little demands, no more wasn't even in there. And I haven't even got into post-production, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, nothing, but that's when it started. Ryan Reynolds' ego was so destroyed because Justin, who he thought was less than, didn't like his writing immediately. Just said, yeah, it's good, maybe we'll do a mix of either. All roads lead back to Ryan Reynolds, and then Stephanie motherfucking Jones when we get into Van Zandt. Was it worth it, Blake? Lying, saying that you wrote the scenes? And we see the text messages to Justin. We have seen those for a year. Was it worth it? Huh? Boasting your husband up, making him feel like the alpha dog. Yeah, he's gonna take your writing. He's gonna take your writing. Let me just throw myself in front of a bus for you. That's feminism, huh? That's what you think? Y'all are just small, insecure, little, and you've gotten away with it for a long time, but you're sick and you're twisted, and all of these lies and manipulation, the PGA letter, Matt Damon, the emails, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, the lies, the amount of lies that you have told. And not only that, Blake, but Sony told you your film was shit, that it tested bad. They called you terrorist behind your back. They told you that your movie tested the lowest out of all the screenings they had, and that it needed to test higher in order for them to use it. And you know what you said? Well, no, I already talked to Colleen and Taylor and da-da-da-da, and you know what? You're gonna use my cut or nothing. Something's wrong with all of you. Something's wrong with all of you. And for Taylor to be a part of all of this, way worse and way more than we ever thought. For you to have the audacity to build your entire career and brand about being a victim and not owning your music and all of this stuff, for you to go and do that to another artist, there's no words. There's no words. Shame on all of you. But this all started because Ryan Reynolds, he's at the head of it, because Justin didn't like his writing. It started when he took over the script back in March and April of 2023. This is how long they have been planning this takeover. There's even text with Blake in April of 2023 being like, he doesn't know what the big plan is yet. He won't see it coming. Yeah, well, we see it now. Eyes open.